Now, honestly, I'm not going to future-proof myself here. I really am. I'm really trying not to, but I'm just gonna say this. I pray to God that we don't hit section number 6 when we hit 2024. So, I can say I haven't expanded to a 6th section. So that's the good news out of it. Hey everyone, Joe here from the Collection Company, and welcome to my 2024 Funko Pop collection wall update, showcase, whatever you want to call it. So, we haven't expanded like the thing I did. Like, literally as soon as I posted the last one, I literally changed my entire layout, which to this angle, it looks relatively the same, if not maybe a little bit bigger. Okay, it's a lot bigger. But however, I am very still was true. I try to keep myself in control. Actually, I lied. I did not. There's been many Funko purchases since before we began production of this video. But with that being said, again, you know, now I'm in my, 8th year as a Funko collector. I'm more than halfway done to my goal of, like, once I fill out this wall, I'm going to finally get a bigger house when I do meet my partner, which I have, which I'm happy for, but at the same time, it's kind of creeping in. It's creeping in whatsoever. But no, it's just, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of more Funko Pops than before. A lot of things, like last time, if you saw, there was like a lot of empty holes around here, and I only just have one. Yeah, I'm still not the best with that. Well, that all being said, I want to kind of get right into it. So come on, let's take a look at my current Funko Pop wall. Let's come here. All right, starting out here with the MCU. It has grown massively. Well, not massively. I've organized this differently now. So instead of taking multiple shelves, it's now taking up multiple rows. If that makes sense. Okay, it doesn't make sense, mind you. Over here, we're starting up with the Civil War trio. We got the OG Captain America, the OG Iron Man, and of course, Black Panther. They actually did re-release this film series of Funko Pops in like a build-the-scene wave, which honestly, I was really disappointed by. I was like, okay, you know what? It would be cool, you know, some dynamic poses, some action shot. I thought it was going to be an interesting experiment, but nope, they actually just were doing newer molds, and that's basically it. Some people picked it up, some didn't. They're still on Amazon. You can buy them for pretty cheap. I thought it was a dud. Over here, we got Doctor Strange, a new addition for my little thing. So I got the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which he actually is using his magic, and then the one over here, the regular one, and also one of my pieces just fell down, so I'll have to go check that out in just a moment. So this one was not originally here. I actually got it, and my thing is actually slowly starting to fall down, so I'm really going to have to, like, split this up into another section. But either way, this is one of those cases where, like, I didn't kind of want it. I at least appreciate these are two different text fonts. This is a more red or orange one. This one's a more the traditional gray one from the movie. And honestly speaking, you know, this is one of those cases where, like, I appreciate the gift sometimes. Sometimes I can't control what my friends get me, but, you know, sometimes, like, I don't got the space, and I really had to squeeze this in there, move some stuff around to make it work, but c'est la vie on that one. Next, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, just the OG team, the original 5 from the first movie in their second film outfit. That was pretty cool, just to have them all. This was like the first time I bought everything at once at Toys R Us when they were still around here in America. Such fond memories of the olden days. And then over here we have Thor Ragnarok, we got Thor, we got Hulk, and we got a signed Loki. The signed Loki was a gift from my friend when she went to go see him when he was on Broadway many moons ago. So she gifted me that because she had tons of them. The Hulk one was actually a big mistake. I actually did wanted the 10-inch one, but sadly the eBay lister did not specify that specifically. Plus, it's almost the same mold, just a bigger size. So that's error on my part. So I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to keep it. It's just too much work to refund and then go find a new one. So I kept it as if for the time being on that one. Next up, going up here, we have Black Panther Unmasked. It's just T'Challa. R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman. Over here, we have the Infinity War line, which includes the OG, the first 3, Iron Spider, and the Vision Hot Topic exclusive. The Hot Topic exclusive one from Vision was just mainly because I didn't have a Vision Pop, and I guess that's the only definitive shot I'm time we're going to get for him, so I accepted the conditional there. Ant-Man and the Wasp from their movie, Gold Iron Man from the Marvel Studios 10-year anniversary line. It is just the Civil War pop, just recoded in a gold paint. I really don't like it when they reuse molds for these sort of things. I would have rather them, like, you know, do something different, something original, but you know what? It is what it is. Funko's just trying to save money, capitalize it on. It did sell a lot, so I'm not surprised. That was at the height of the MCU during the Infinity Saga, so a lot of people just ate them up pretty quickly. And then over there we got Captain Marvel and Goose from their Epicen solo movie from many moons ago. And then up here we get to Endgame, where this is all the Endgame pops, and also Far From Home. It has expanded much in recent year. Here we have Tony, I guess, putting on the gauntlet in a non-destroyed position. Cap with Mjolnir. I actually have two of them because my friend gifted me one for my birthday, and she did not tell my other friend. I almost fell down there and died. I'm just being completely honest with you about that. So I opted to keep both of them because they were both gifts. I feel bad, so I kept both of them. Hawkeye in his Ronin suit, or at least his faux Ronin gear. Iron Spider with the gauntlet. Then we have Thor powered up with both Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. Tony battle damage about to do the snap. And then we have Far From Home, Spider-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy Stan Lee to kind of end off the Infinity Saga. So I think this is a perfect shelf one perfectly for my, well, row one in my opinion. But, you know, again, things could change. I said that last time when I did the last year's, like, you know, this would always change. So for now, I hopefully will say this is the end, but like considering the fact they might always make new ones down the road, that I'm just preparing myself for the inevitability of just having more in this one. Now over here we begin the multiverse saga. This shelf, or this row, is all phase 4. Everything here is phase 4. That's very much it. So over here we have Scarlet Witch in her final outfit in the show. This is a Hot Topic exclusive. This one I missed out on original release because I was away in Texas and my friend's Wi-Fi was still new, so I wasn't able to connect to the servers in time, so they sold out pretty quickly. I want to say I picked this up either at a restock or at a convention. I want to say it was the former. Then going here we have the Falcon and Winter Soldier ones. We have Falcon himself with Red Wing, Winter Soldier jumping into action, and then we have his Captain America outfit from the show holding the shield. This is the GameStop exclusive one. They did have 2 other versions, which I was debating on, but I was like, you know what, this one was pretty cool in my opinion, for my collection. Over here we have President Loki and Kid Loki from Loki during when we met his multiversal variants, and I believe episode 4 of that show, or episode 5. I think it was episode 5 on that one. Black Widow from her solo movie, with her final outfit, so to speak, her definitive MCU outfit. Honestly, again, similar to Vision, where like I realized I didn't have a Black Widow representation at all from the OG Avengers, so I kind of knew I needed something from her with her own logo, and this again was like the best of both worlds. You know, again, I would have rather her do an action shot, but again, you know, at least having her a definitive outfit would be a low-key close enough, so to speak, over here. What If Season 1, Zombie Hunter Spidey, the metallic one from Walmart. I'm a little bit bummed right now they haven't announced anything from Season 2. Then again, the Season 1 pops they produced so much of, and they just didn't sell. I think What If was the first time an MCU product has underwhelmed in terms of the Funko Pop expectations on that one. I feel like they pumped out so much for that show, and then now with Season 2, there's a lot of cool concepts you could have done upon, but they just haven't done anything yet. And also production lines do take different time periods and such like that, so I can't blame them on that. Then we have Shang-Chi doing a water kick from his film. Hawkeye and the new Hawkeye from the Hawkeye show, including the little Lucky dog, and his name is Lucky, so I don't know why I did that over there, so to speak. I'm kind of rambling over here on certain things because like I want to say more things about them, but I'm like, you know what, they kind of speak for themselves, to be completely honest with you. Then over here we have the No Way Home section of the Phase 4. I have a lot of them. I feel like this is the most Spidey I have in representation because I just love Spider-Man so much as a character. And so we have the original launch 2. We have black and gold spider suit. This is the reversal of the Far From Home suit, and then this is the integrated suit using the capture technology that Doctor Strange would give him in the movie to hunt down the multiversal villain. These were one of these were like released I forgot when the time period was, I really do, but I want to say they came out alongside the other one where it's the Far From Home suit floating and the Doctor Strange winter suit. That was like the only Funko Pops they could have released at the time to not spoil anything from the movie. So I at least consider that, okay, halfway mark. You know, you got to promote something at the merchandising because a lot of the stuff from the movie they didn't actually give to the toy companies to start designing for until after the film came out, so things really were backed up over here to avoid leaks. And then over here we have our favorite Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man from the Raimi films, and then the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man one. When I did this last year, I only had Toby. I produced an entire video just based on them, and because that's how much of a fan I am of that one. And honestly, just to be honest with you, I love this so much. My dream now someday is to get Toby and also Andrew to sign these two. I know Andrew was at a Texas Comic-Con last year, and I didn't know about it until like the very last minute, so I was really bummed about that. So I really hope to God that someday, you know, I'll get the opportunity to meet them and get them to sign it. And then we have the final Spider-Man swing from the end of the movie, which is Tom's like current MCU outfit. I really do hope whenever they do make the MCU Spider-Man forward that they do start using this suit more often. I really would not like it if they decide to like reboot it again. Not like a reboot of the franchise, but like reboot the suit again to like make it more, I don't know, like, I just really hope this is the suit. I really, really hope. I just really want the suit to be the main suit for the next one. That's all I hope for. Next up, we have Moon Knight from his series. Again, I kind of could get Mr. Knight as well, but I felt like, you know what, Oscar Isaac, it was a cool show. I liked it a lot. I really did, but I'm like, do I need to get both Moon Knight and Mr. Knight? Not at this current moment. Not at this current moment. Then we have Metallic Doctor Strange from the second film. This is the GameStop exclusive one. I like the very shiny coat of it. I knew I had to get something from that film, and this is the closest one I'm able to get from it. Miss Marvel. Oh my god, so many cool pops came out of that show. Well, in terms of like the Miss Marvel character herself, really. They had another version of this, but I'm like, you know what? I don't get to see a floating Miss Marvel on her platforms any other day. This is the Amazon exclusive, so I picked that one up because it was just cool. Just really, really cool. I think Miss Marvel has the coolest Funko Pops out of the entire MCU Funko Pop lineup, in my opinion, to be honest with you. Now over here we have Love and Thunder, Thor, and Mighty Thor, aka Jane Foster. Again, a little disappointed because I ordered the special, like, sticker version from, I forgot which website it was, and they sent me the international version, which is indicated by the special edition sticker. So I was really bummed out by that, but I'm like, you know what? Fine, I can't argue with them. They're probably going to say, oh, we're sorry, it'll take us like another few weeks. I'm not dealing with that process, mind you, so I just left it as there. Next up, we have She-Hulk. This is the Amazon exclusive Glow in the Dark one. This is her in her final, like, show outfit. I was holding off on this because, like, I knew they were going to make something from that series. I knew that from a bandwagon perspective that we would get it eventually. I'm a little bit bummed out they used this very generic-ass logo instead of the cooler one that we saw in display a lot of times than not. So I was very bummed out about that, you know, that this was ending up to be the last logo. Oiv. Shuri as the Black Panther from Wakanda Forever. I love the space marker here because I'm still very much anticipating I will be getting another Phase 4 pop in the foreseeable future, so I'm keeping that one open. And then over here, because the Netflix stuff got canonized during this phase, I put them here. So we have Daredevil from his show and Jessica Jones from her show. I do not have Luke Cage because they never made one, and the same with Iron Fist. This Daredevil one is a bit cracked though. You can't see much on camera, but this was cracked via delivery at the time in 2016 because my friend purchased it when I told her not to do it online, but she did and ended up cracking in. So I'm hopeful to say I will have a very funny story to tell Charlie Cox whenever I do meet him. Then we have comic book Deadpool the Duck. I'm not sure why these were given to me. I guess people just, this was like the generic, okay, you find a Funko Pop in stores, you buy, you give it to a friend. There you go. Simple as that. This is the Captain America double up that I have from before, Groot in holiday outfit, and then Iron Man from the Disney Parks lineup. Now, the Disney Parks lineup, I'm still missing Spider-Man. That was actually the main goal of mine, but then a friend of mine gifted me the Iron Man one, so I took that as May. So now I have to get the Spider-Man one at some point in the foreseeable future. Who really knows when that will be, because it's kind of expensive for me right now. Now, we're into Phase 5. We're finally here. This is kind of where we left off last time when I did this last year with Phase 5, because I had ordered the Quantumania Pops before I filmed that one, but my friend still had it on her until way after the movie came out. So I purchased them, but I just didn't have them here. So here we go. So all this is Phase 5 and the MCU villains, because I had gotten enough villains to actually give them their own section in this lineup. So over here we have the Quantumania Ant-Man and the Wasp outfits. I found them to be pretty cool and sleek. Slash, these were kind of the only two Funko Pops cool enough to come out of that movie. Guardians Volume 3, at the time I did say I wasn't going to get the new team's outfits because not everyone was going to get the team, and plus I didn't really have a justifiable reason to buy all of them. It's just my criteria has grown and signified since I got the Volume 2 version, so I have to just to get... If they made the one for the dog that's fluffy, I get it, and they did. Thank you, Hot Topic, and then I got her, so she's really, really cute and really, really nice. The Marvels, I got almost the whole lineup excluding Nick Fury. So I got Captain Marvel, and then the Goose from the Marvel Collector Course box, because I normally don't get those boxes because they only come with one Funko Pop that I do want, and then the other one's kind of a dud. So I just never picked them up. But when they got leaked, and I'm like, okay, you know what? These both look pretty cool. You got Captain Marvel in her new suit in a very cool, badass, you know, cosmic shot, and Goose being like with his adorable little kittens was like, you know what? It'd be perfect. It would just be perfect there. So I got that. I got both. That was the first and probably only time I'll ever do that. Then we have Photon. This is the PX exclusive. Her in her, like, you know, slowly glowing up form, and then Miss Marvel. Very disappointed they don't have any. This was an eBay exclusive, but they haven't done an eBay sticker yet, so they just send out this. But it's her like about to summon her fists of power and like in the mid fight mode. So I really got one. There was another cool one as well, but I got this one better from there. And then we have Echo from her show with her outfit. I'm sad to say this will probably be her only ever Funko Pop with her logo. I just as much as like the reception for that show was pretty good, I just don't think they're ever going to do anything else with that again. Just how the marketplace for the MCU has changed as well. And the only thing I can mention I don't have here is I don't have any Secret Invasion or Loki Season 2 Pops. Just nothing came out of those shows for their Funko Pops to really warrant me to like purchase them, so I just decided, nah, I'll just pass on them for now. Maybe down the road, but like right now there's just nothing from those sections, just nothing for me to get. Now over here we have the villains section. This is the lit villains. These are all the villains that I either consider to be cool, gifted, or just in general, they have really great Funko Pops. So, first off, we have Loki from Frost Giant 4 from Thor. I'm very sad to say this was a gift from a friend. Well, actually, not really a gift. I actually promised her, and I forgot about this until they came out, that she needed to buy a case of them to get, I guess, the Chase one, if there was a Chase one. I don't exactly remember why she got a case, but she asked me, do I want one of them? And I'm like, sure, I guess. It looks cool enough. You got the Cosmic Cube. It's a sticker. And I'm like, sure. And then I realized, oh, wait, it doesn't come with the Thor logo. The original one just has the Infinity Saga logo, so I got pretty bummed about that. By the time I came in, it was too late. I said, "Fuck it, fine. I'll probably. This will probably be the only Infinity Saga label pop I'll get." Here would be Loki from the Avengers. I finally ordered that in last year. I actually did buy it in the summer last year, but sad to say, it was stolen. Someone stole my box that came with it, so I never got it back. I got the refund back, but I never got it in again because Entertainment Earth stopped selling them because they had a brief restock, and I canceled my restock because I was going to get it from eBay earlier, and then the eBay one got stolen, so I was like, damn. But I finally got it. It's on the way, so hopefully this will be here to fully finish it out. Then we have Winter Soldier from the Winter Soldier movie. My only thing is that this came out during the year of the S.H.I.E.L.D. initiative, which was like basically producing Funko Pop where they were holding Captain America S.H.I.E.L.D. I think this was the only one I actually liked. The other ones were like, meh. Vulture from GameStop. This is the Michael Keaton one with the glow-in-the-dark, I guess the mask, the green parts actually elevate to be green. The GameStop logo is a little bit weird. I don't know exactly what was going on here. This is an official one, so it's not a fake, but I'm just like, I don't know why it was like that. Wenwu from Shang-Chi, very well done villain. I really love that. My friend told me the likelihood of me ever getting that sign is very next to none. The actor does not do signings at all whatsoever, so I'm just gonna have to accept that as this will never be signed. Mysterio, this is the Marvel's Collector Corps exclusive one, the power-up lights. I'm a little confused though, because like when I was researching this at the time, the Walmart one is very similar to this, just different stickers, so I'm not sure if that was different glowing effects or anything of the sort, but I just got this one because I don't know, I like this bigger logo. Hydra Man, which is not Hydra Man because my friend thought that I was going to collect everything. So now I'm debating, do I have to get Molten Man as well? The No Way Home villains, we got Dr. Octopus, we got Electro, we got Green Goblin in the OG Raimi outfit, not the maskless one we got to see in the film. Not to say I don't like that outfit, I'm not trying to say that at all. Like, I really loved seeing Willem Dafoe's performance in that one. It was just mainly I liked this, like, this was just so iconic when I was a kid that I'm like, if they ever do the full mask one, I would pick it up, and they did, and I did. It was a box lunch exclusive. I feel like that was one of the last ones that, like, you know, came out super late, and they sold out pretty quick. I was so lucky to get my slot, and I was like, yeah, I'm just happy that I got it. And then we have Scarlet Witch from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. She was considered a villain here, so I moved her here. She was in the hero section, but I moved her down here because she was technically a villain. And then finally, Namor. Now, there are 3 empty slots. The hopefulness is when Deadpool Wolverine come out, when the new Captain America comes out, that there will be more. And then eventually, I will push these villains, or if there is too much Phase 5 stuff coming out, which I highly doubt they'll make 12 more, but, like, you never really know. This, I don't know where Phase 5 is gonna really end out, so we'll see about that sort of thing. But you know what? Anything can change, and there is enough room in the future. Because I said so. Alright, now I'm finally done with Marvel for now. We're up to DC. This is the DC film series, or i.e. for now it's just going to be the DCEU. We got Batman from 89. I know people are going to say, wait a minute, that's not DCEU. Well, my clarification point is that, okay, well, here's the thing. Yeah, he's in The Flash, so, and this was a cool pop, and it's black, and it's got that 80th anniversary logo, so I'm like, nah, I'm buying him. I'm just going to buy him. Screw it. Then we have the Batman v Superman Trinity. We have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Oh, I miss those days. I miss the days of, like, going out there, trying to find them, hunt them down, spending obscene amount of travel money, and maybe not find anything. Oh, those were good days. Now that everything's just online, which is more easier for my wallet and my sanity. Actually, I don't know why this was like this. I apparently remember I was reorganizing some stuff, and I guess I made a mistake when I was putting them away. We got the Suicide Squad duo, the Joker and Deadshot Mask. Again, similar to Guardians, where like I did not like the film enough to like warrant to get everyone from the cast. So Joker and Deadshot being the only representations, yeah, I really don't mind from that one. Wonder Woman Battle Ready from her first film, from her Epsilon film, the better one of the two. And then we got the entire Justice League lineup in the first and only time they've ever united as a team because, well, y'all know what happened. Y'all know what happened. Just to say, I'll probably just admitting to myself that I'll never get these signed because just the likelihood of any of that happening is probably next to none. Then we have Aquaman from his solo movie. This has the water effects on the bottom. Really, really cool. And honestly, again, for this film to be the highest grossing DCU film of all time, I still don't know how that happened. I really don't know. Your questionability is as good as mine. Then we have Shazam from his movie. This is signed now by Zachary Levi himself. He came to New York last year. I met him. Very, very nice dude. Very respectful, and I got him signed. It's really cool. My friend did criticize his choice of penmanship was a little off-putting. Like, you know, definitely the anime artists were like a little bit more like TLC on that one. The actual actors don't really have that much of a big selection of pens and markers. But you know what? It is what it is, and I do like it. And, you know, the experience was very well enough to, like, actually warrant the positivity aspect of it. And finally, after 2 years, I finally got the Wonder Woman 84 New York Comic Con one because the only one that was available was $20, and I refused to go into that $25 territory. So I said, screw it. Well, actually, I didn't do anything. My friend actually purchased me the Funko Pop for Christmas. So technically, I never technically picked it up. It was just it was just that, okay, you know what, it just worked out to be that, hey, I really don't, I'm not going to buy this on my own. And then my girlfriend told her, like, oh, you know, he wants this one. And, like, you know, the rest is history. Then we have the original gold armor one, which I got years ago from Hot Topic. My boy Nathan Fillion as TDK from the Suicide Squad. Again, as much as I like the film itself, this one around, I, again, did not warrant the need to purchase everyone from the team. So, but I do love Nathan Fillion a lot. So, hopefully someday whenever I do get to meet him, I will get him to sign this, and I will be very, very happy. Peacemaker, similar to that, as much as I love Peacemaker as a character in the movie, I knew he was going to get his own show, and I knew eventually he was going to get his own cool-ass Funko Pop. And there it is. Very much with the shield and everything. God, I gotta meet John Cena someday. Black Adam, again, similar to The Rock. Like, I love The Rock a lot. And I was like, I don't have a Rock Pop in my collection. And I knew this film was coming in. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll get this one. He had two versions, the flying one and then him summoning his lightning. So I think this is the cooler one of the two. So I picked that one up when I was away in California. Then the last four from the 2023 dismal DC film performance lineup. We have Shazam Flying from Fury of the God, which was a film that it happened. It was still okay. It just happened. The Flash running into action with the Amazon exclusive one. Actually, what was funny was that when they announced the baby saving one, and it had him with the cool effects, I'm like, I wish they could have just standalone released that one, and they didn't. Actually, was really happy about that decision. Blue Beetle, I guess, piloting his flight mode. I guess I don't know. This was a different sort of Funko Pop for me, so I picked this one up out of the other ones, and this one had a sticker one, so I got this one. And last week we have Aquaman, again similar to his first one, where he's like surrounded by water. This is a Funko Shop exclusive, and that was it for the DCEU. I mean, my hopefulness is that eventually when Superman Legacy and when Superman now, so 2025, the James Gunn one comes out, that this will continue. Or maybe I could get more DCEU pops if I want to. It's only 8 more I need to get, but I'm like, nah, it's just unnecessary money to be wasted just for no apparent reason whatsoever. So I'm not doing that, to be honest with you. All right, next up we have the DC TV / television section. This is like the newest addition I made. I've actually expanded the TV section to include more stuff in here because I knew the Arrowverse was sadly over, and I don't think we'll ever get to see more out of that anytime soon. Here is just a regular generic ass Funko Pop Protector display thing. My goal is to get the 2 Smallville Clark Kent ones. One where he's in the season 1 S outfit, S like, you know, symbol when he was like in the first episode, like episode 1 and in the last episode. That's basically it. Those are the 2 I'm trying to get. They're really expensive right now because, and I was an idiot, I found plenty of them when I was hunting and I didn't want it. And now I want them, and they're expensive. And it's just like, I'm going to spend more money than needed here. And then we have The Arrow from the first 3 seasons of the show. This is signed by Stephen Amell. Again, I had an opportunity earlier this year to go to Florida to MegaCon to meet the actor himself. Very, very nice guy. We talked a lot about Heels, his other show that he did after Arrow. But he signed my Arrow one, so I was very happy about that, too. Can't wait to get the other one signed. The Flash, his original season 1 outfit. A little dated, a little weird, but, you know, it is what it is with how this show started up to be. Legends of Tomorrow, finally got White Canary in. I'm debating if I should just get Heat Wave just to complete that, because I don't know, by this point, maybe just give myself an excuse to get another Legends of Tomorrow pop. Who the hell really knows? It's still in my decision-making process, but this White Canary, I got for cheap. Even though it was very expensive at the time. Here would be Supergirl from another shelf piece fell out. I give up by this point. Supergirl, again, I've been hunting her for like now 3-4 years. She's just still expensive for me. I'm still waiting for that right deal. But until that day comes, this slot will remain empty. Then we have the Green Arrow. So his season 4 outfit. They never did one for season 5 and onwards. The Flash in his season 4 outfit, but it with running effects. Same with Kid Flash with running effects. So I found it to be very cool. The Black Lightning, the second version. This is not the original 3,000 count one that came out during San Diego Comic-Con. I think either the year or the year of when the show premiered. I was like, you know what? This one has effects, so I'd rather get this one over the other one. I prefer effects over stickers on some days of the week. We have the Flash in the season 6 outfit, which sans the gold boots. So I'm like, they could still make that gold boots version if they really want to, but will they? I don't really think so. By this point, the show's over, so I'm like, I don't think so. We got enough Grant Gustin Funko Pops for me to go get signed. And then finally, we have Batwoman. Sorry about that. Batwoman from, this is Batwoman 2, the second one. This is the Ryan Wilder version. I want to say that's her character's name. It's not Ruby Rose's version. They never made one for her. This is the Funko Shop exclusive. So, yeah, this is the last Arrowverse pop we'll probably get to see ever. I know they have released... Actually, I lied. They're going to make Doom Patrol Funko Pop, which I'm going to order soon. So this section will continue someday. Then we have Rob Patterson's Batman from The Batman. Again, I needed something from that film. This was the closest cool one I can get, so I say la vie. E.T. with the glowing heart. I love that movie so much with such a passion. I still remember going to Universal Studios when I was a kid. I did the ride. I was like, wow, I want to know more about this universe. So I got the movie. I watched it on my shitty mini DVD player when those were still a thing at the time. And then now, all these years later, they released a Funko Pop with him. So I'm like, I had to pick this one up. Then we have the How I Met Your Mother Pop. We got Robin Sparkles, the New York Comic Con exclusive from 2020, I want to say. And then we have Ted and Barney. A little disappointed we haven't gone to Marshall and Lily yet. It's been so many damn years. Funko, you're re-releasing so many licenses. You still have the How I Met Your Mother license. Just release a regular Robin, Marshall and Lily, and we can be done with it. That's all we want as fans. Give us what we want. Or make How I Met Your Father pops. There literally is multiple options you can do with this franchise. You can make a Blitz Funko Pop. You're 10 and Barney wears so many. Okay, Barney wears the same suit. I can't really say much about that. But still, there's just so many possibilities here. Just so many. Ron Swanson, my spirit animal, holding a coffee mug. I just had to. I had to get this one. And then Bloody Negan from season 7. I still did want the one for season 6, but again, it is what it is from that point onwards. So next going in here, we have just this mini Star Wars section. Nothing too big right now. It's just Han Solo, Mando, the GameStop exclusive one with his blaster, with the jetpack of his, Boba Fett from his show, and we have the Darth Vader from Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was planning on getting more from Star Wars. I'm just not that big of a fan of the series. Plus, I'm always debating about the lightsabers and everything. I'm still doing my research, so one day this could be bigger, but right now it's just gonna leave it the way it is. Next up, we have the animation TV line plus all the random Funko Pops that I threw into this middle section, since the rest was kind of like, you know, ironclad the way it is. We have my Sugar Mama from Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. I love this one with a little Puff, little baby Puff. So happy. Mac Blue and Iguado from Foster's Imaginary Friends. I was actually pretty shocked that Tom Kenny himself voices Iguado. I was actually really surprised. I didn't know about it till like maybe a year after the fact, so I was actually pretty shocked about that. This is the fluffy version, which was very difficult to find, but thankfully they had a brief restock, so I picked them up right away. Beef Squatch, my own Bob's Burger Pop. Waddles from Gravity Falls, little adorable little Waddles. Oh god, sometimes I want a pig. Steven Universe, this is the Hot Topic exclusive with the Crystal Gem. Supposedly the gem is supposed to be glow in the dark, but I haven't tried it yet. Lion, my goal is to try and get the Crystal Gems in general, but right now they're just a little bit out of price, and I do want that Hot Topic sticker, so it's still a bit of a waiting game on that one. Rick and Morty, well, the Rick one is with the portal gun, even though technically there is a standard Rick one, but I want the portal gun, so I got that one. Snowball, because Snowball was so cute in that episode. The We Bare Bears, I had to get them. I have all 3 of them. I'm so freaking happy about that. I just got them. Well, not just got them, I got them, so I'm just happy about that in general. And the Power Rangers from the movie, to be completely honest with you, I was originally supposed to get the Red Ranger. Then I was like, screw it, it's kind of weird to just have the Red Ranger, so I got 3 of them others. I'm still waiting on the Yellow Ranger because I'm cheap. That literally is the reason why I don't have the Yellow Ranger right now, because I want it cheaper than $250. So I'm gonna wait on that one. Over here we have the video game section. So first one is Crash Bandicoot, which honestly I'm surprised I have 4 of them, considering the fact that I don't have that big of a legacy history with the franchise. So we have the fluffy flocked one from GameStop, which was originally I think this was the first one released. Then we have Aku Aku, which I still don't remember why I got the mask. I guess it was just kind of an interesting thing to have a mask Funko Pop. This one was supposed to be a birthday present or a Christmas present for a former friend of mine, but considering the fact they left my life unceremonious and I had this for so long, I decided to just add it to my collection because why not? And then we have one of Crash's outfits from Crash Bandicoot 4. This was a New York Comic Con exclusive from 2021. So again, I really like Crash 4 and the outfit was pretty cool, so I picked them up. Next we have Spyro, his fellow cousin from afar, in a flying mode. Both Halos, both Master Chiefs, one from Halo 1, the original one from the original series, and then we have the modern day one, which honestly is surprising to say the least that both Halos are like, it took so long to get another wave, that's just how long freaking Funko takes to make another wave. It's just like, damn you. Kingdom Hearts, we have Sora, Goofy with the shield. Well, actually, not with the shield. It's just him in a special position from GameStop. Mickey and Donald, these are from Kingdom Hearts 2, their outfit. And this is Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3. I might get more Kingdom Hearts pop in the future. There were some cool design ones, but it's one of those, if I don't need too much of it, I probably won't get it. Marcus and his son JD from Gears of War, one from 4. Arkham Knight's Batman suit, which RIP to Kevin Conroy. I was actually very bummed that I will never get this signed by him. I really am bummed by that. Cal Kestis from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I was supposed to meet him in Orlando, but I sadly missed my opportunity to see him because his fucking line was so massive, and I was on a time limit, so I couldn't stay in Orlando longer than 7 p.m., so I had no choice but to leave him, sad to say the least. Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4, which somehow is my most popular Funko Pop unboxing I ever produced for any of one of my channels. The God of War double pack from God of War 2018. You get it from Best Buy. Got Kratos and Atreus. Hopefully someday I'll get to sign whenever I get to meet those actors. Here we have Spider-Man, the Spider-Man from the video games. They were both signed recently. One by Yuri, one by Najee. Very nice two people. A little quiet for Yuri, but again, he has the bigger crowd. And Najee was very talkative, but I say that's a positive front. Sometimes they don't really engage with you, so I was very happy about that. I honestly told Najee to try to sign with a different color, but he used the black ink, which I'm like, in this angle, you can barely see it unless I pin to a certain angle, but needless may be. Kamala Khan from the Avengers video game, because I thought that game was going to be a bigger thing, which it wasn't. And then finally Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima. This is signed by the actor. I still owe many apologies to him because I did not treat him with... Well, okay, I didn't treat him disrespectfully, but I really wasn't like a big fan to really like be OMG around him. So, sadly, I do owe him a re-experience at some point in the future. And I'm getting the Spider-Man 2 Advanced Suit down the road, so I'm leaving a slot there for that one. So that will be some day in the future. Now, going into my Dragon Ball section, going to beginning the anime line, which there's a lot. This is the most amount of I have a character of. This is my Goku section. I have 10 Gokus. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat that. I have 10 Gokus. So first of all, we have Super Saiyan Goku turning on his activation. Then we have Super Saiyan Goku just in fighting mode. This is signed by Sean Schemmel. Then we have Diamond Super Saiyan Goku activating a Kamehameha, which again, this is one of the rare times the Diamond effect actually makes it work out so very well. Super Saiyan 2 charging Goku. Then we have Super Saiyan God charging Goku, which is also signed by Sean Schemmel. Then we have Super Saiyan Blue Goku with the Kamehameha. Then Super Saiyan Blue Goku using the Kaioken. Then we have Ultra Instinct Sign, Ultra Instinct Base, and then Ultra Instinct Kamehameha. That was a lot of Gokus. Yeah, this is the one problem with anime is that I will have no limit on specifications as long as there is a cool shot for them to have. And yeah, that's just the picture here. Sadly, Vegeta only has 4. We have Vegeta with I want to say a Charge Blast or Final Flash, which one you want to call it. I think it's called Final Flash. This is a New York Comic Con exclusive from 2019. This is my more recent one. This actually completes my Vegeta line for the time being. Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta charging, a PX exclusive. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta signed by the one and only Chris Sabat. And then Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta charging up, the Challenge Collectible exclusive. Next up, we have Trunks, both in Future Trunks from Super. This is his regular fighting pose, and then him using the giant, big ass spirit sword from the end of the Future Trunks saga in Dragon Ball Super. And then over here would be Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which, as you can see in this thing, I do not have. I do not have him at the moment. He is very expensive and very hard to find, so I'm holding off on him. He will be the last Dragon Ball pop I will get for a while, unless they announce more, which they have, but I'm not currently interested in them at the current moment, so I'm going to pass on them. Then we have Metallic Gohan charging into battle. I like the sheen on it. I did like the backdrop, and this is Ultimate Gohan, so I'm like, you know what? I'll pick him up. I'll pick him up. Then we have Yu-Gi-Oh!, which we have Yama Yugi and Yugi Mota, or the Pharaoh Atam and Yugi. So hopefully someday I'll get to meet Dan Green. I know he's a very, very nice man. I do want to meet him someday. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was just a prominent part of my childhood. Same with Pokemon back when I was a wee young boy. Jaden Yuki, they just released his Funko Pop, so hopefully we'll get all the protagonists. Hopefully next will be Yusei. That will be my only exception, though. I know they're releasing more of the monster, but I'm like, you know what? I got the Egyptian God. I got Stardust Dragon. I could get Exodia if I want, but I'm going to leave it as there right now. And then finally for this one, we have Hunter x Hunter. We have Gon Freak, Lenorio, and Killua. Yeah, sorry, it's been a while since I watched the anime. They're all with power effects, so going with the punch, Lenorio with, I guess, the portal punch he used at the end of the series, and then Kurapika activating his electricity Zen, I want to say. It's been so long since I've seen the show, so I forgot what their power moves are. Of course, we are missing Kurapika, because the one they released from him is kind of boring, so I decided to just leave it as maybe right now. Now finally getting into the My Hero Academia section of it. This is the second longest anime line I have right now. So first of all, my Dorit Dekus. We have Charging Deku in costume Gamma. Then we have Deku 100% full charge with Eri. And then we have Deku with the Black Whip from the beginning of the Season 5 arc, which was, I think was the The Joint Training arc, yeah, that was the one. So for this one, I got my first two signed, both by Justin Briner. The reason why I didn't really have this one here in earlier shots is because technically I do want to get a hard case for this, similar to this one. That was at least my goal, to preserve them for future reasons. So I don't have them quite yet because I didn't want to buy an odd number of ones and just have one in storage. I'd rather just wait till I have another one signed. So nothing's happened at this point, but someday I'll get Justin to sign this one. It would be very nice to meet him again. Then we have Sue in her camo mode. I was actually debating on this one, to be completely honest with you. This was kind of one of those last minute plan ones because, to be completely honest with you, it was one of those things where, like, I kind of want to wait till everyone's doing their ultimate moves, and that was just kind of my prejudice to, like, eventually pick her up. You know, really, that was just kind of in my decision house. And then I realized, well, you know what, Sue's a frog. I think this is the coolest thing she's ever going to do, really. So I decided to actually, you know, just get this one and be done with it. So that was my definitive stance on them. Then we have Mina Ashido with her acid attack. Then we have Ochako. This was a present from my girlfriend, so I was very happy to get it. And then also shortly after, I got it signed by the actress herself. So I was very, very happy about that. Very much happy about that decision. Then we have Bakugo, which I'm again a little bit mad about how, like, they released two of this exact same Bakugo just with different arm positions, and they both sold out pretty quickly. Just the power of Bakugo's popularity has reached no bound. Then we have Red Riot in its unbreakable state from GameStop. God, this was so freaking cool, and it's metallic, so this was just like freaking perfect. On Tokoyami in his Dark Shadow full cowling mode. I forgot what the name of it is. It's been a while since I watched My Hero. This is a Hot Topic exclusive. This was kind of its own independent release. They released the other one, the flying one. I'm like, you know what? I don't need two of them, so I'm just going to leave it as maybe as just this one. And then we have Shoto in activating both his ice and his fire. I was actually a little bit bummed because they were going to make a Volcano X version of it, and it didn't come out. I actually had put the pre-order on the regular version just in case, just so I can have it. And then this one got shipped over first, and I'm like, damn, I could eventually kind of redo it, but I'm like, you know what? It's still cool enough for me. And then Tenya blasting off. It's the Brad Toys exclusive. This is the first one, a Brad's Toys exclusive. I don't think they ever made another one after that, so that was just quite funny. Then we have Mirio, aka Lemillion from My Hero. This was signed by Rico. Very nice dude. Very energetic dude. When I got to meet him at Anime New York City last year, he was such a cool guy. Very cool guy. I wouldn't mind if I had actually picked up his new Funko Pop that just came out and get that one signed, but I think for now I'm just going to leave it as the one. Then we have my two All Mights, regular All Might, and then All Might Weekend from the final battle during one of the pivotal moments in Season 3 with All For One. I really love these ones. This was a gift from my friend. And actually, as soon as he gave it to me, the next one I got it signed by Chris Sabat. So very cool to see. Hopefully I'll get all... Chris Sabat still owns me a lot. I owe him a lot of money. So I can't wait for that to moment happen. Then we have Endeavor in Flare mode. This is the Amazon exclusive. A little bit weird on this one because, like, I knew... They could just make a new one with his new suit. But I'm like, this is pretty cool. If he does, fine, I'll get the other one. If it's like super cool, I'll pick it up, but I make no promises there. Then we have Hawks. This is the Child's Collectible version with him, with his wing swords. This is the flocked version. Another Child's Collectible exclusive. I think this was my first Child's Collectible exclusive. I picked it up live, so I actually appreciate getting this one, to be honest with you. So I decided to get this one in, and also get the number 3 hero, just because, why not? Miriko, I was actually debating on this one because, you know, this wave in My Hero, like the more recent wave that just came out, it was kind of a little lackluster for me. I was kind of, you know, a little disappointed by it, personally for me. But you know what? I like the kick effect. She is a cool character, so I decided, you know what? I'll pick her up too. At least she has an effect of some kind. Gran Torino speeding off into battle. This is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from 2022. Then we get to the Demon Slayer section. We have both Tanjiros, both in water-breathing form and fire-breathing form. The water-breathing form, not a big fan of the sticker, but, you know, Demon Slayer, for some reason, super popular. Very, very popular. So these Funko Pops are pretty expensive. So I'm just going to say that right there for that one. And then we have Zenatsu about to activate his lightning form. This is a Funimation exclusive from a few years ago. Then we have Giyu, who was, I think, the first Hashira that that Tanjiro met in the series, and he's activating his water breathing, so I decided to pick him up as well. As much as I really don't know much of these characters, you know, really, like, I like Demon Slayer, just I'm not a big fan of it. Then we have Tenge, using his sound ability. There is one more I do want to get, but she is super freaking expensive. So I'm just not in the cards right now. I'm not in the cards, but you know, the space is open for her at some point in the future. Now over here we continue kind of segueing into like animation sort of thing. So we have Bakugan. These are the only 6 that I ever released from the original series. Bakugan was actually kind of a special treat when I was a kid. It was just one of those rare before school show, they air a new episode, or at least they rerun the new episode. And it was so cool. I was actually very bummed they didn't get to do the second half. Again, it's another one of those, Funko, you have the licenses. Why not do more? Wasting your time with a random Target exclusive one that they way overproduced just for the hell of it. Then we go into Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is relatively new. I finally got into Avatar: The Last Airbender after so many years because there was also a ton of cool Funko Pops that came out. Not a reason for me to actually watch the show, but when you have a partner that loves it as well, then you kind of have the inclination to do so. So this is Aang with Momo, airbending Zuko with a fire attack, and then I'm floating Aang, activating, I guess, a combo water air orb. I guess that's the case right here. Jujutsu Kaisen, this is kind of unfortunate since in the fact I'm technically not done with Jujutsu Kaisen yet. I'm still, I haven't even finished the first season. This is how far behind I was. But as soon as my friends heard me say I've been watching it, they just assume, oh, he's ready for the Funko Pop. So they purchased it for me. So technically I'm not ready yet, so I'm not going to buy the other ones until after I finish Jujutsu Kaisen. So this is it for now. And I had to get this panda. I just had to. It's just, I'm not gonna pass with a panda. I really am not. Over here we're getting to like kind of like the actual animation. We have Scooby-Doo, the original release one, and then Scooby-Doo with a bunch of Scooby snacks. This is just so cute. I just had to get him. The Hex Girls, which again, such a one of those, like, I think the first like female artists I ever got to as a kid, because like, oh my god, their songs were so cool. I you know, it's just, you know, it hits me in the childhood there. Ramen from Wallace and Gromit. I'm still planning on getting Wallace. It's just he's really freaking expensive. Like, I never actually seen this guy go on public sale, and he's just now suddenly like super expensive. So someday I'll get Wallace. I'll complete Wallace and Gromit someday. Next we get to the Pixar section. We have Mr. Pricklepants, because I love Mr. Pricklepants. And then we have Doug and the Squirrel from Doug Days, the Pixar spinoff for Up. Miguel, with his, oh my god, this was so freaking cool. This box lunch exclusive. This is super freaking cool. Ducky and Bunny, because they were, I think, one of the, like, for me, they were the best characters out of Toy Story 4, in my opinion. They the best newbies. Like, they just immediately, they win it for me. Mr. Mittens with the pizza, because I'm a big fan of cats, so I'm like, and he has pizza, so I kind of had to. And it continues on more with Sock, the flocked version from Lightyear. Even though it was a man movie, Sock was just the best part of it. Cats always kill it. And then finally we get into the last section for Disney. We have here Winnie the Pooh. This is the Valentine's Day one. Then we have 5 separate Kronks. Yeah, whenever I do meet Patrick Warner, bro, he's going to be kind of concerned about how obsessed I am with Kronk. Because I just am. I really am. Going to the 3 Musketeers, the Disney versions, we have Mickey, Donald, and Goofy as them. This was such a cool release that they did during this stretch of time. Releasing 1 per convention. This was such a cool idea. Such a great movie. It really was. But yeah, I love this so much. Then we have Lilo and Stitch. We have Stitch as a baker, because at the time I was making a baking show on Instagram. So I bought the baker Funko Pop because I kind of had to, because it just fit my niche. Then we have Reuben with the grilled cheese, because I don't know why. I just love Reuben. If they were to release all the experiments, I would get them, but like, I don't think that's ever going to be the case. They're just too slow on it. They just keep releasing more and more Stitch Pops because he's selling. And lastly, we have Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. I love this movie so much. I needed some sort of representation from that film, so I picked them up. So that was kind of it for me. And then lining the walls of this was kind of a relatively new addition to my wall. I lined up all the empty Pokemon box pops around to kind of just like symbolize how much Pokemons there are and how many more they still have to make. So it goes in order from Gen 1 all the way to Gen 8. I'm kind of up to date on that one. I haven't purchased the new wave yet, or at least I haven't pre-ordered the new wave yet, so I'm still holding on that one, but hopefully someday I will have them all eventually. I will. But I'm only getting like 1 of each. I'm not getting any of the Pikachu re-releases, the flock versions. Like that ain't the goal here. It's just I'm going to get them all the old-fashioned way, because that's just how I'm going to roll here. And then finally we have the Big Boy Pop. So there's only about 9 Big Boys I got right now. So I got Giant Man from Civil War. This was one of my earliest hunts I did back when I first started collecting Funko Pops. So I knew I kind of had to get that one. I had to. And I found them And that was so cool, like, just to, like, actually anticipate it. Hulkbuster from Infinity War. This is just the generic Hulkbuster, not the one where Hulk is bursting out of it, which we never got that moment in the movie. It was just a tease, or just a disinclusion at the end. May and Panda form, the big form, the flocked one. This was so freaking cool to get. I just had to get this one. I had to. I really had to. The 3 Egyptian god monsters, we have Slifer, Obelisk, and the Winged Dragon overall. 2 Game Stars, 1 Target, but ironically they all have different stickers, so that works out in my benefit as well. Then we have Thanos from the Marvel Studios 10-year anniversary line. Him in his Grand Infinity chair where he spent most of the saga, and to be honest with you, until the end of Age of Ultron. Then we have Doomsday from Batman v Superman, because I was an idiot. I honestly thought that the exclusive stickers actually meant something. It actually didn't, or maybe it did. I mean, I'm very oblivious to it. And over here, sadly, my most recent disaster. So when I had my old layout, I think a couple years ago, I put my router on the Starducks, and sadly, for some reason, it moved. So yeah, so now this box is damaged on this side, so I'm very disappointed in that. I very much am. I was debating to get a new one, but I was like, sorry about that, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it as may be. You know, it's one of those can't fix them all sort of things. It is mine. I'm just gonna keep it. It's not like I'm gonna get an actress to sign this someday. This is a generic dragon noise, so I'll leave it as may be for now. But you know, like I said, I'll get the main things for each of the protagonists. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave it as that for now. And that was kind of it for the entire showcase. Just so many of them. Just so many of them from this angle. So if I have to say anything to 2025, Joe. And yes, I somehow conveniently made clip out, and now I'm being so meta about it that it's the joke's dead, basically. But what I will say is that I hope we don't expand again. I hope we don't have to, like, buy 2 more orders of our usual supplier from Display Geek. I hope not. I love supporting their local business, I really do, but at the same time, I'm just like, I kind of wish we don't, considering the fact that it's creeping in. Like I said before, it's creeping in to the end of this wall. And the worst case scenario is that if you have to see more of that next time around, that's when I think my friends need to actually, like, put me down and just, like, tell me I gotta stop. I really gotta stop. And I'm becoming self-conscious of that. But I love my wall. I really, really do. It's literally the number one conversational piece when anyone new comes into my house, which isn't that often nowadays. I just have my friends and family over. But, like, even, like, when I do have that occasional visit, I always love seeing their reaction. I always love them commenting, oh, I know this, I know that. That's, like, I think the beauty of having a Funko wall like this. And whenever I do get a new house, it's just going to look even more better. I really don't know what I'm going to do with these shelves when that day comes. I would like to get some proper wooden ones. But I'm going to cross way too many hoops with that. That'll probably be like a 2029 showcase if I really have to put a ball on it. And me actually putting a date on it is actually scary. Because, like, I'll be in my 30s. I know there's collectors in their 30s and 40s, even 50s, but I'm just like, for me, in my later 20s, still doing this, and I started this when I was 19, it's kind of scary for me to think about. It kind of is. But let me know in the comments below, how is your collection now? How are you doing with it? Is it as big as this? Is it smaller as me? And I'm going to give you one more message before I head out of here. But before I go any further, please leave your comments down below, as always, about your collection. I'd love to have a discussion with you about it. But my message is to you, once again, Funko. The Funko Company. You making these bitty pops. You making bigger pops. You making so many different merchandise. But you're telling me it's been more than 3 years. We're approaching the 4-year mark since we first got those How I Met Your Mother pops. It's been way too long. I want Marshall. I want Lily. You have an endless plethora of characters. You can even add How I Met Your Father. Like, what are you doing? You're making Mary's version. You did an entire Civil War repeat that was kind of boring, let's be honest there. And you're still not doing the How I Met Your Mother Pop Wave 2. Like, where is that? That's what I want. And I do understand. There was like a 7-year gap from the first wave of Halo to the second one. I get what you're coming from there. But I'm just like, you have all these licenses. There's still so much to do. You do blacklight editions. You do very, let's say, simple variants, simple chase variants. You don't tell me you got time or the resources to do more How I Met Your Mother pops? Like, seriously? Ay vey. But you know what? I love you too much. You provide me with so many cool goodies, and I'm very sad to say I have at least another maybe 5, 6, 7 to go that I'm in my head, and I got more Last Airbender pops to get. I got more to come. The journey will never end. And the day the journey does end is when I have everything I want in the way I want it. But who knows when that is? Who the hell knows when that is? Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't yet for more cool videos such as this one. Like, favorite, share if you want to. Ring that bell. Follow us on social media for more. But until next time, thank you so much out there for all you collectors out there. Please stay safe out there. Be good to each other. And as always, peace out.